Would a Labour government make an immediate impact on the cost of living crisis?
From what I've heard, I think they would. To be honest, they can't do any worse than what's happening at the moment.
I think Rachel Reeves has really picked the moment. I think she understands we simply cannot continue as we are. We have to have a Green Deal, it has to be fairer. We have to look after working people that currently this government is not doing. So I actually thought she announced a comprehensive range of new ideas and new policies that will take us forward.
It was really clear with policies like the windfall tax that Liz Truss has simply failed to accept simply because it was a Labour Party policy. It was popular with the public, it was popular with some of the energy companies, and it was the right thing to do. We're now in a situation in which I think the current government has taken a huge gamble, and there's a real possibility that our children and our grandchildren are going to be faced with a huge amount of debt.
There are quite a number of things that we need to employ. And so I would probably say that we need to maintain our ability to trade, whilst maintaining the standards that we have. Likewise, the challenges of of other markets need to be maintained. But crucially, confidence has to be secured within the industry. And for my sector as farming, it's crucial that farmers know how to plan ahead.
I think, the devastation of the so-called mini-budget that was caused last week, I think, what she said just washes all that away, and I think it reassures people that with a Labour government, you can rely on us to be competent with the economy, but also to be compassionate.
I think they're on the right track. I think some of the things could have gone a bit further. I think she could have announced a £15 minimum wage. I think that would really improve the living situation for a lot of workers across the UK.
There's no perfect government, but this government we have at the moment are the worst ever. They've pushed a lot of people into abject poverty. We're supposed to be one of the greatest countries in the world, and we still have over 5 million children living in poverty, older people who have given their time to serve, our nation, give us the peace that we're enjoying today, push them also into abject poverty. People are afraid to eat or to warm up their homes.
I mean, Rachel talked about very specific measures. Particularly, of course, Labour's led the way around energy prices, the commitments around the living wage. I thought that was it will be seen as an historic announcement today. If there is a Labour government probably within a few years' time, they can legislate straight away. And as we saw when Labour was last in power, the priority given to the national minimum wage legislation, it was, I think, the first piece of legislation. So that would make a big difference straight away to some of the lowest paid people in the country.
So our growth plan is, in terms of a cleaner growth plan, healthier residents, children, education places. We've got a greener economy that will grow, would invest, allow opportunity for job opportunities, and create a fantastic circular economy that everyone will benefit, not just trying to step on one on the other, but we can share that growth. I think that's the key thing.
I do think she's being very clear that she's absolutely not a supporter of trickle-down economics. And hopefully we'll see some more policies coming in that will put the Labour Party as a firm opposition to trickle-down approach.
The reality is that we are coming off the back of COVID, Brexit. This country is in real trouble, and we need to find a way of making sure that money stays in the system.
It's about a greener, fairer Britain. It's about investing in the jobs of the future. It's about marrying the need to address climate change, to adopt policies that lead to zero carbon.
We're not against the rich. I always say to people, we're not just a party for people who are struggling or the party for the poor. Let's get it right. We also love the rich. We want to embrace the rich because we need them on our side, and we need to work together with them and not prosecute them all the time. It's just a matter of sitting on the table, having an agreement that works for both sides, and things will get better.